Hi, I've got a fun, bright birthday card for you today, showing off one of our new frames. And we are also using, from our mini expressions, the Happy Birthday die. Here is the birthday party frame from our frames and tags. And we're going to be doing a little embossing with the Zigzag Squares, one of the smaller embossing folders that will fit through any of the die cutting machines. So I'm going to start with the embossing. And I've got a piece of coconut white card that is 5 inches by 5 3/4. I'm going to put that inside of our zigzag squares. Just sort of line it up, make sure I've got it all straight and even. And we're going to trade out our plates. So I'm going to bring in the tan embossing plate, or mat, and pop that right over the top. And the Creative Expressions white adapter. There we go. And I'll show you that. This has got a lovely, lovely emboss to it. You can see all the detail on that. It just looks absolutely beautiful. Look at the depth of that. This is one of my new favorites. I think we'll be using this one a lot. So I'm going to put this onto a black mat, and I'll just use a little bit of double-sided tape around the edge. And the last side. There we go. Let's give it a nice little matten layer. Just a thin little mat on that, and I'm going to put it onto another slightly larger piece of white card. So a little more tape. And because that birthday frame is just such a fun design, I've decided just to give it a little bit of detail with a fine black liner pen. So we'll center that right about like that. Okay, and bring in our fine liner. And what I'm going to do is just put a couple of dots in the corners like that and that, and this is just kind of a freehand squiggle. Just kind of move it along. There we go. Just adds a tiny bit of detail. I just want to give it a little bit of a wiggle. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put that into my base. And I've gone ahead and done some matting and layering. I've got a white pierced mat, a thin black layer, and then another white card. And that just is to kind of bring that same color into the background here. So the card's basically black and white, but with a big pop of color right in the middle. Okay, so now we can work up from that. So I'm going to set that to the side for the moment. So what I've done ahead of time is I've cut the birthday frame out of black card, and then I've cut it again out of iris card, and I've just offset it slightly. So this is going to be the base for our frame. We're going to work our way up. And then I've also cut it in red card, wisteria card, duck egg, and yellow. So I'm just going to take pieces out of it, kind of like a faux paper piecing, whereas they're not going to fit back into a die cut, but we're going to overlay them. So I've done the birthday cake out of duck egg and just overlaid it onto a yellow one that I left the candles on. So I'll tell you what, we'll just use a little bit of spray glue here. And we are going to build up all of our different colors here. I'll put that right over the purple one. So you see the little bit of the black shadow. There we go. I've also cut out one of the kind of oval balloons that way. I'm going to put that on. And that's going to go right over this one. Try and line that up. There we go. And I've cut the little pierced, or excuse me, the little flags up here. Now this does say the word happy on it, but when we're finished, you won't actually see that. Okay. I'm going to overlay that onto the iris one. There we go. Very gently, like that. And I've got one of the presents already cut out of the yellow. So we'll put that into place. That's going to go right down here, right over the top of that one. So now I've got a few other bits to do out of the red and the wisteria. So I'm going to bring in my scissors. I'm going to do the heart balloon here. So basically what I'm going to do is just nip this away. And then I'm going to trim this line to complete that image. Take off the tip and then round this corner and bring it around to that line. Take that piece off. So I've got that one. I'm also going to use this center present here, so we'll cut that out. And as long as I'm trimming this, I might as well take the last little bit, which is going to be this little party hat over here. Okay, so we're going to tidy these up a tiny bit. Cut that down, whoops, on both sides. Nice and easy. And then cut the party hat and just trim off the little bit of the swirl that goes around this way, and then around the top of the ball on the hat. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect, but take off a little bit of excess there. Okay, so I'll put those three pieces into place. Find my tweezers, a little bit of glue on the back. That will fit right in over that heart. And let me get push it into place easier. There we go. Got the present, the big tall one. Right over the top there. And our party hat. And that will go right over this one here. Oops, hold on. Push that into place. There we go. And the last little bit here is I'm going to take this top balloon off of this wisteria one. Cut that away. So take that off. I'm going to trim around this one just to complete the circle. And then take the little bits off the top here. And you can just follow the line. It's ever so easy. And back to my tweezers. Okay. Pop that right over the top. So I've got a little bit of color going on all around this frame, which I think is really nice and fun for it. Now, just to add a little bit of interest to this, what I want to do is give it a coat of glitter. So I'm going to just nip under, give it a nice spray. There we go. We'll bring in some copy paper. And with our Frosted Sparkle Glitterbitz, we're just going to add a lovely little coat to this. And that's one of the reasons why you won't be able to read the words at the top of this, but that's okay. All right. Put that back into our container so there's no waste. And you can see we have a really pretty sparkly little frame. Now I've added some mounting foam on the back of this, so I'm going to go ahead and peel these off and pop that into place. Oops. And because they're all little small bits, I've done just little bits all the way around it just to keep it nice and level. And a few more. That one. There we go. Okay, so now pop that right into the middle of our embossed background. Really nice and pretty. Since there's no glitter underneath, those should hold really well. And I've gone ahead and used the happy birthday from our mini expressions, and I'm going to give these each a little shadow. So I'm going to spray the back of the yellow ones. pop that over the black one and just slightly offset it. And that will bring in that sort of black that we've added in as an edge. Tie that in really nicely. Same thing with this one. There we go. And just offset that ever so slightly, like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and spray the back of these and we'll add them into the center. That one on first. Give that a second. And I'll tell you what I think I'll do is add a little bit of cosmic glue to this since I've got some embossing. That will really help it hold. Pop that down. Be a bit easier. Do a bit of cosmic as well on this one. And pop that into the middle. Oop, my Y came undone a little bit. Let's fix that as we seat it down. There we go. Okay, and I'll give you a quick overall measurement on the card. The finished dimensions are 6 3/4 by just a hair under 7.5 inches, and you have a really quick and easy, fun birthday card for any recipient. Hope you've enjoyed the video and you'll look for us on our YouTube channel. Don't forget that Show More button will give you all of the products that we've used today.